Please stand by for one moment while our transmitters attempt to locate the Parka Patrol.
Somewhere in the endless forests of Western Canada,
Well, fellow Rangers, it's good to see you again. It's been a while, I know. We've been shoveling the last of the snow away from the Ranger cabin. It's a busy time. We only have a few weeks before the tourists start coming in. Latrines must be dug, homeless bears must be relocated, park grass must be cut to regulation length, which, if you are curious, is between 10 and 1/8 millimeters and 10 and 3/8. It's a lot of work. I'm glad I hire a kid to do it. I've been down in the crawl space that's between the deep freeze and the bomb shelter, found some great new stuff. And by new, of course, I mean old.
They've changed our local pally into a bowling alley, and things ain't what they used to be. There's Ted's with drainpipe trousers and Debs in coffee houses, and things ain't what they used to be. There used to be trams, not very quick, got you from place to place, but now there's just jams, half a mile thick, stay in the human race. I'm walking, they've stuck parking meters outside our doors to greet us. Now things ain't what they used to be. Oh, monkeys flying round the moon, we'll be up there with them soon. Things ain't what they used to be. Once our beer was frothy, but now it's frothy coffee. Well, things ain't what they used to be. It used to be fun, Dad and old Mum paddling down Southend, but now it ain't done. Never mind, chum, Paris is where we spend our outings. Grandma tries to shock us all, doing knees up rock and roll. Things ain't what they used to be. We used to have stars, singers who sung a Dixie melody. They're buying guitars, blinkety-blonk, backing themselves with 3 chords only once. We dance from 12 to 3. I've got news for Elvis P. Things ain't what they used to. Hear the lot we used to. Things ain't what they used to be.
That was Max Bygraves with Things Ain't What They Used to Be, 1960. I think we all have that sneaking feeling of paranoia when we realize things are all changing. But there's no way to hold back the tides of time, nor should we. But if you ever get nostalgic, just do what I did. Take a deep breath and then get a government-sponsored job in a remote tower where nothing new ever comes near you. You might not think that's healthy, but I honestly don't know. I don't have a phone and I can't see you.
Lullaby of birdland, that's what I always hear when you sigh. Never in my wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves, Bill and Coo, when they love? That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And there's a weepy old willow, he really knows
Vancouver's hidden treasure, that was Eleanor Collins, British Columbia's First Lady of Jazz. She could have been the First Lady of music anywhere if she felt like traveling more. Tourist season being upon us, it's important to have high-quality music to help drive bored teenagers away from the common areas and local shops. It's not cruel. The kids are happier in their natural environment, meaning on their phones in the back of their parents' car. When it comes to music that drives away teenagers, look no further.
Bibelô do meu sonho e do meu coração. Bibelô, és a joia bonita da minha ilusão. Guardarei nos meus lábios em flor o teu beijo de amor, porque tu és o sonho azul da minha inspiração. Meu bibelô, juro por Deus que eu jamais te esquecerei. Meu coração é teu, somente teu, e de te amar não deixarei. Meu bibelô, bibelô do meu sonho e do meu coração. Bibelô, és a joia bonita da minha ilusão. Guardarei nos meus lábios em flor o teu beijo de amor, porque tu és o sonho azul da minha inspiração. Meu bibelô.
Guess who? If you said Carmen Miranda, you'd be half right. That was the equally talented Aurora Miranda, who I don't think we've had the pleasure of playing. She's one of the only women to have danced with Donald Duck, you know. I've danced with regular ducks occasionally. That sounds strange, but you get bored up here in the woods sometimes. Is there anything that says summer more than a good Charleston? That was Charleston Charlie by Bert Furman and his Carlton Hotel Dance Orchestra. That's not a name you want to have when you're calling 911. We get a couple of emergency calls here at the cabin most summer weeks. Usually you just have to induce vomiting because Dad had too much beer or Junior ate a pine cone. You'd be amazed how many regurgitated pine cones I've seen, kind of like a strange form of modern art. I'd show you, but you can't unsee it once you've seen it, if you know what I mean. Say, did you hear the television turn on? That's the Timothy Eaton Pacific and Aurora Vision, the only solid-state television ever built in Canada. It only tunes into Canadian programs from the last century. I wonder what it's playing. The theme to the nature of things, the longest running science show in the world, started in 1960. I don't think we had even discovered outer space yet. That song always makes me feel smarter, or at least like I look smarter because I'm watching it. Or maybe something important is about to happen, like alien first contact or a trans-dimensional portal or time travel. Honestly, I've experienced all three. They were kind of disappointing, bad gift shops. Or maybe I'm just more of a homebody.
Beyond the busy highway, beyond the city strife, we highly treasure and take great pleasure in our plain way of life. Few a fussin' and a fightin', sometimes it gets to be exciting. Don't like them ornery neighbors down by the creek. We'll be plumb out of neighbors next week. Grandma, poor old grandma, why'd they have to shoot poor grandma? She lies 'neath the clover. Someone caught her bending over, picking up a daisy. Few a fussin' and a fightin'. This is a wrong that needs a rightin'. Let's get that funeral service over, so then we'll go feud and fightin' again. Fightin', a feudin' and a fussin', that's all that's going on with us. And we are such neighborly people, peaceful and sweet, all except when we happen to meet. Daughter, baby daughter, poisoned all the neighbors' chickens. Daughter, shouldn't daughter, least though she could run like the Dickens. They hit her with a shovel, few a fightin' and a fussin'. No use a standin' here a cussin'. Let's give our daughter a pistol now that she's 4, and go feud and fightin' some more. Fightin', a fussin' and a feudin'. Why did that sheriff keep intrudin'? He was a curious spitter, yep, he was swell. It's a shame he was pushed down the well. Water, the well water, the doggone stuff don't taste like it oughter. Look here, city slicker, that's why we all drink corn liquor. It's better with the shoes off, you a fussin' and fightin'. This ain't no corner you can brighten. Polly finish the shooting iron mow, I'm getting a yen to go feuding, a fussin', a feuding, and a fussin' again.
Dorothy O'Shea, the Park Avenue hillbilly. Doesn't look or sound much like a hillbilly. But if you can find a finer song about a child getting hit with a shovel while you murder the sheriff, please write me. Dorothy had 2 #1 albums with that act, if I remember correctly. Worked with Abbott and Costello. Later in life was on the Waltons. If you understand what I'm talking about, you must be at least 50.
About everyone, but there's everything nice about you. You are that one in a million who can scare me when I'm blue. Some girls are like April flowers, they droop their heads when it showers. There's something nice about everyone, but there's everything nice about you.
There's something nice about everybody, but there's everything nice about you by the Sam Lyman's Orchestra. That song goes out to Ranger Kim, currently on medical leave from the park, suffering from broken toes. Been kicking things she shouldn't. I'm putting in a form for some steel-toed boots, lady size 7. Sadly, time to go already. Lots to do. Make sure you get a break while you can, Rangers. Busy season is upon us.
Well, the Parka Patrol was written, produced, and narrated by Ranger Mike, from the comparative safety of his Ranger Tower. Ranger Mike's new book, 101 Ways Drive Away Teenagers with Music, will be in stores soon. Financial consideration for the Parka Patrol was brought to you by the Society for Old Men Who Resist Change. The Parka Patrol does not endorse hitting children with shovels, except in extreme circumstances.